Toyota's CHR returns for 2027 as a carryover of its all-electric 2026 redesign, keeping its bold styling and electric powertrain intact. It's a compact EV worth a closer look. Here are 5 things it gets right and 5 it doesn't. The CHR's coupe high rider design language carries over largely unchanged for 2027, and that's a good thing. Sharp body lines, an aggressive front fascia, a full-width rear light bar, and hidden rear door handles give it a look that stands apart from the increasingly homogeneous crossover crowd, where so many compact SUVs blur together at a glance. A sloping, coupe-like roofline adds to the sense of motion even when the car is parked. Where the original gas-powered CHR paired striking looks with underwhelming performance, this version finally has the substance to match its style. It's a rare compact SUV that photographs as well as it drives, and that combination should help it stand out on a crowded dealer lot. The CHR's dual-motor setup produces 338 combined horsepower and rockets the SUV from 0 to 60 in about 4.9 seconds. That's a startling number for a compact crossover, and it outruns most gas-powered sport sedans, let alone rivals like the Hyundai Kona Electric or Kia Niro EV. Toyota clearly wanted the new CHR to shed its predecessor's sluggish reputation, and on paper, it succeeded emphatically. The outgoing gas-powered model needed roughly 11 seconds to complete the same sprint, more than double the time of this electric successor. For buyers who want a daily driver that also feels genuinely fun on an on-ramp or when merging onto the highway, this is a real selling point, and it puts the CHR in conversation with vehicles well outside its price class. Unlike many electric compact SUVs that reserve all-wheel drive for upper trims or charge a steep premium for it, the Shade arrives standard with dual permanent magnet motors and all-wheel drive across the entire US lineup. That's a meaningful advantage for buyers in wet or snowy climates who don't want to hunt for a specific trim level just to get sure-footed traction, and it removes a decision point that complicates shopping for many rival EVs. Standard all-wheel drive also contributes directly to the car's strong acceleration and confident handling in corners, since power is distributed to all 4 wheels, rather than relying on a single front or rear motor that can struggle for grip under hard acceleration. With an EPA-estimated 287-mile range on the SE trim, 273 miles on XSE, drawn from a 74.7 kilowatt-hour battery pack, the C-Tree holds its own against the Chevrolet Equinox EV and comfortably beats the Hyundai Kona Electric and Kia Niro EV. Charging is handled through a native NACS port, giving owners direct access to Tesla's supercharger network without an adapter, a convenience that plenty of rival automakers are still catching up on. Under ideal conditions, DC fast charging can take the battery from 10% to 80% in around 30 minutes, and built-in battery preconditioning helps get there faster by warming the pack automatically before arrival at a charger. At home, an 11-kilowatt onboard AC charger allows a full overnight charge in around 7 hours. Toyota's brand reputation for durability still carries weight with shoppers wary of newer EV entrants, and the CHR backs that trust with a robust standard safety suite. Proactive driving assist, forward collision warning, lane keeping assist, adaptive cruise control, and a safe exit assist system that watches for passing traffic before passengers open doors are all included as standard equipment rather than paywalled behind an upper trim. A 5-year trial of connected safety services adds automatic crash notification, an SOS emergency button, and a stolen vehicle locator, rounding out a package that feels more premium than the CHR's price point suggests, and gives first-time EV buyers one less thing to worry about. Buyers hoping for meaningful updates in 2027 will be disappointed. Because the CHR was just fully redesigned for 2026, this year is expected to bring no significant changes to the exterior styling, interior layout, technology, or powertrain. That's not necessarily bad news for anyone eager to buy now, since the underlying vehicle is still fresh and competitive.
But shoppers who like to wait for the newest version of a redesigned cycle won't find much reason to hold out for 2027 specifically. Historically, Toyota's pricing tends to tick upward by 1% or 2% in carryover years, meaning patient buyers may end up paying slightly more for essentially the same vehicle. Estimated pricing for the CHR lands between $39,000 and $41,000, which positions it noticeably above the Hyundai Kona Electric, around $33,000, and the similarly priced Kia Niro EV. Even the Chevrolet Equinox EV, which offers more range at roughly 319 miles, starts lower than the CHR's base price. Standard all-wheel drive and stronger performance help justify some of that gap, and buyers do get more included equipment than they might elsewhere. But budget-conscious shoppers cross-shopping the compact EV segment will feel the difference in the sticker price before they ever get to a test drive. And federal or state incentives may not close the gap entirely depending on eligibility.
The CHR's flush, hidden rear door handles are a signature styling element, but they're also a genuinely polarizing one. Some owners appreciate the clean, uninterrupted look they give the rear doors and the aerodynamic benefit they can provide. Others find them fiddly or awkward for passengers unfamiliar with the mechanism, especially kids, elderly relatives, or guests unloading from a rear seat in a hurry. In cold or icy climates, hidden handles can also be prone to freezing shut or accumulating grime in their mechanisms, a recurring complaint across the industry for vehicles that have adopted this design trend in recent years. While the CHR's suite of standard safety features is generous, some drivers report that proactive driving assist intervenes more aggressively than expected, applying braking or steering correction in situations that don't always feel necessary, particularly in stop-and-go traffic or tight parking areas. This is a common growing pain for the advanced driver assist systems industry-wide, but it can be a genuine annoyance on a daily commute rather than an occasional highway drive. Buyers sensitive to overactive lane keeping or braking assistance should plan to spend time in the settings menu adjusting sensitivity levels, or better yet, take an extended test drive in varied traffic conditions before committing to a purchase. Despite solid numbers on paper, the CHR's 287-mile maximum range doesn't lead its class. The Chevrolet Equinox EV's 319-mile rating gives it a meaningful edge, more than 30 miles, for buyers who prioritize maximum range above all else. And that gap could matter for anyone doing frequent long-distance driving or living somewhere with sparse charging infrastructure. The CHR's performance-oriented standard dual-motor all-wheel drive setup likely plays a role in the trade-off, since power and efficiency often pull in opposite directions, but it's a real consideration for shoppers cross-referencing spec sheets rather than prioritizing 0 to 60 times.